possibilities.
Well, if you're just tuning in, the guest is Jock Brandis. We've been talking a little bit about his nonprofit organization, the Full Belly Project. They have a website, fullbellyproject.org. And there's a fundraiser coming up, is there not? Tell us a little bit about that.
21st of February in Wilmington. It's going to be a great event. This is a fundraiser that's doubled in size every year. And we are being given a lot of really great art by professional artists in the Wilmington area. So there'll be a silent auction and a, let's call it a loud auction. There'll be great food from different countries. I think we're doing Ethiopian and West African food this time. Great entertainment. They'll only have to listen to me for 4 minutes, and we'll be showing videos of our various projects all over the world so they can see what we're doing in Haiti and what we're doing in Africa and what we're doing in South America.
And where can folks find out about this event? Is it on the 22nd, you said?
It's the 21st in the Scottish Rite Temple in Wilmington, and anyone who wants information can go to our website, which is
thefullbelly.org.
Which is the fullbelly.org website.
Excellent. Let's talk a little bit about some of your work in the film industry as well. So you get back from Biafra and you decide to settle down in Toronto, is that correct?
Yeah, I decided that I wanted to be a documentary film producer because I had seen such amazing things. And you know, you try to tell people who are dentists and accountants about your experiences and what's happening and what's going on, and very often they just don't quite,
they don't grasp it.
Words alone don't grasp it. So my idea was that if I could become a documentary filmmaker, I could actually do, I could show it rather than saying it. Because very often a book won't tell it either, unless you're a really good writer. So I tried to do that, and I kind of got seduced into doing high budget feature films, and I became, instead of being a cameraman, I did lighting. And I worked on a lot of films with big name directors, David Cronenberg. I did Muppet movies with Jim Henson and Frank Oz. I did pretty strange and obscure stuff, and I had a good time of it, but at a certain point, I had done it, and it was fun, and I decided to move on.
What was it like working with David Cronenberg?
Well, he's kind of a crazy guy, and he has a very kind of special vision, and if he has a good producer, he makes a good film, but he's an incredibly self-indulgent director, and if he is his own producer and it's his own money and it's his own film, he makes films for himself and just hopes people show up. But he's a nice, crazy guy.
You worked on Blue Velvet with David Lynch as well, is that correct?
I did Blue
Velvet. What was David Lynch like? You were working with some fun guys in there.
There were some fun guys.
There for a string. David
Lynch is a really clever guy. You got to realize that if I'm the lighting person, I'm around the camera all the time, but and I kind of get to know people on a personal level, but I have my own things to worry about. I'm like the guy at the cocktail conversation who doesn't say much. So I do a whole lot more observing. But he's a fun guy, and we don't see enough of him anymore because he's a director.
So what does the future hold for you?
I've given up on the movie business. And I think it's given up on me too. I got a call a little while ago saying, hey, we're doing a film and we'd like you to light it. And I thought for a minute, and normally I'd say, wow, what's the script? Where are you doing it? At least find out a bit. And I just said, no, I'm not in the film business anymore. It's really kind of a younger man's game. You know, I'm 61. It's time to get on with my 5th or 6th career. I'm not sure. I've kind of lost track. And I'm a lot happier doing this because I kind of got bored with the movie business. It just kind of became sort of the same.
Now you worked on Domestic Disturbance as well. That was a more recent picture, right?
That was, yes, that was John Travolta, and that was they brought me out because the cameraman, the director of photography, decided he wanted to use the old 1930s style arc lamps. And it's hard to find film lighting guys who still know how to light a movie with that old technology. So they kind of dusted me off on mothballs and got a bunch of really old arc lamp equipment, and I trained the crew as to how it worked, and we made an old style movie with kind of, you know, new style actors.
Well, if you're just tuning in, the guest has been Jock Brandis. I want to encourage everybody out there to check out this fullbelly.org website. They're doing great things, and it's worth knowing something about. You guys have the fundraiser coming up in a couple of weeks here. Jock, I'd like to thank you for being on the show today. And for all of us here at RTN, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Thank you.